zoomed in on the touchback. Did you have a good moment?
Just thinking about if they flip it,
Thinking of play ahead.
But what a great play that was. Just a great lesson that you never give up on a play. You can make a difference between winning and losing, and probably good tonight. So that was one of the very few in the second half that we were on the right side of. And just couldn't, it seemed like we could get on the right side of it in the second half.
Your defensive line had good numbers, but on a lot of the plays it just seemed like, we just step here, step there.
Yeah, I thought that's giving credit to Texas A&M. I thought they quarterback and receivers made some unbelievable plays, and we're in good position. And we just couldn't get again on the right side of it, and they got into a good rhythm in the second half. We didn't play complimentary football at all, and but you got to find a way to win. And they had some huge plays, the strip sack, and the 2-point conversion.
You were on the right side of that one.
Yeah, there was a few that we were that made the difference in the game. And being so proud of our guys, they played so hard. We didn't coach great at times and didn't play great at times, but you can get better from this, and we will. We just played with bad eyes at times and lost leverage, and that's what a good athletic quarterback that can extend plays. And the receivers did a good job of staying alive and fighting for the ball. So.
What did Austin and Cable do so well on that 2-point conversion that allows you guys to make the play on that?
Well, again, they anticipated the sprint out and did a good job of. You're in the red zone, you don't want to be behind the routes down there. The sideline, the end zone as a defender, so Kayvon does a nice job of sliding underneath the route, and Austin did a great job of anticipating the pocket, moving, and got pressure immediately.
Kayvon made some pretty big plays for you.
Yeah, again, those were two incredible plays. And again, just what a gutsy play, when they guys running down there to go score and he pops the ball out, they just never gave up on the play. What a great example that is. Again, that can actually win a game.
Brent,
in my opinion, tonight.
How big of a factor was the unknown, just not knowing what they were going to...
A little bit. Again, I thought we got in a pretty good rhythm, trying to figure some things out in the first half. Played really pretty well, and then I thought the big plays, explosive plays were, again, they made some really good plays, and just we lost some momentum and we couldn't get into rhythm, and didn't play great on third down. I know they were, I don't know what the percent, I know they were 6 of 16 or something, but I thought his ability to extend some plays, and we just lost leverage on some routes and played with bad eyes. We gave up a 70-yard, touchdown just with bad eyes. Got to help them and put them in better position, a time or two. And they got into a really good rhythm and just made some unbelievable plays. I'm anxious to look at it, so we got to give them credit, as well. But I just so proud of our guys for playing so hard for so long and making some just critical plays in the game to give us a chance to win.
Coach, how encouraged are you by your defense's ability to shut down Travion Williams in that running game?
Well, I wish you could, all right, that's a game of itself, and but yeah, that was part of it. We got to do a much better job, obviously, in discipline and coverage, and just again playing. We had a couple busts, and then we just had some plays we just did not play very well on, and they made some plays. So, but those guys did a good job, against that offensive line that way.
Is that just because of the youth and some of the other issues maybe that you were talking about with those defensive backs?
I thought that the quarterback was getting some plays, and that happens and then you get into a live setting, and then you can get exposed with some of the, again, just discipline issues. Doing the little things right, and sometimes that's a great learning tool for you. Unfortunately, you give up some big plays because of it, but our guys will get better from it, and it's a tough win. You come down on the road against a very talented team like A&M, and again, I thought they played a heck of a game. And really showed that quarterback showed so much fight. So the receivers, they made some great plays too.
I know, sorry if you've been asked this already, but your secondary was concerned for you in the spring and the fall. Is this a tough pill to swallow for that group?
I think that they were good enough tonight that occasionally, just everybody kind of took their turn. I say everybody, not everybody, but They again made some big plays. Different guys, they were in good calls. We weren't. But again, there's no question we got to get better. We got exposed at some times tonight, but again lost. Again, we played with some bad eye discipline and again some leverage issues and again containing the quarterback. Sometimes it's our secondary contained guys got to get there faster, and then again he's throwing it up and they're making plays, and we're on the wrong side of it too often.
How much does this teach you about where your margin for error is on defense, at least with your players?
Well, I mean, I think you grow and you learn from it. Through all adversity and failure. Thankfully, we were good enough to win the game, and we'll learn from this. There's going to be a lot of opportunity to teach from, and I don't think that we played as well as we're capable of playing by any stretch. I think that goes without saying, particularly in the second half. We let them get into a rhythm, and we got to coach them better and play them better and get some things corrected, and we will.
Are those lessons easier to teach after a win?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. We'll have their attention.
Brent, when you see Kayvon tip the ball to their guy for a touchdown, are you thinking, man, it might just not be?
Yeah, sometimes it's not your night, and you wondered that a few times there in the second half. I thought they just got really hot, man. They were on the right side of it, and we didn't play complementary football with their offense. Our offense started getting going, and we're giving up, explosive plays, looking in the backfield, and we got to play a little smarter and coach them a little better, and again correct some leverage issues.
Kayvon said tonight that he's got to start working on the ball machine, the jump machine, start trying to. He said he should have 4 interceptions tonight.
Yeah,
the way you saw it too.
Hey, he had some great opportunities where again he's in great position, and then they made some really good plays. That's not a knock on him as much as they made some excellent plays.
For him to make the play that he did make, though, to stay with it and to knock the ball in the mouth. And he also chased another guy down on a previous play.
Those were 2 of the biggest plays in the game, obviously. That incredible will on the play to knock the ball out and pop out of the back of the end zone. And then the pick was a great play. Austin had a big part in that, too. Anticipating the pocket moving and running a little pick route, and did a great job.
His ability to put that touchdown behind him and then make the pick. Is that
question.
Really what separates the great ones?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great trait to have. The toughness, the mental toughness that it takes, and play with a one playing out mentality, and you got to put it behind you. So he did obviously a great job of that, and all of our guys did.
Coach, how close are guys like Mario, Kyler, and Leanne?
Real close. They're close. Yep, they're close.
So is this just a case that you don't want to go with the guys who've been there before?
Yeah.
Coach Denzel?
Yeah.
Rather than ask this at home,
Yeah.
just walk through that last play. Obviously, 2-point conversion. Christian looked like he got a great burst to get held. I believe it was Austin.
Yeah.
Gave him the interception was great, but they clearly.
Yeah, both of them did a great job. We talked about them trying to maybe sprint through the pocket and setting the edge, and so that was a huge part of it. Just getting him moving his launch point immediately, and then the guys did a great job in the back end, just passing off the routes. Kayvon does a great job of slipping the route, not staying too often.
Yeah.
Defenders will stay behind the route in the inside into the end zone, and did a great job of slipping the route and making a great play on the ball.
What kind of building block for your defense can this night be? It wasn't perfect, but
I think it's a tale of 2 halves, and we were on the wrong side of it. You got to give Texas A&M a lot of credit, and the will and the moxie that both the quarterback and the receivers had. We got a million things to correct, particularly from again that second half, just with discipline with eyes and leverage and trusting each other, knowing where guys are at, and it's a huge opportunity to. This will carry a long way, moving forward. Being in tight situations and responding and finding ways to make some plays, and get guys to play with just that little bit extra, and like, man, I got me one more. I got another one in me, and we showed that will and that perseverance tonight.
Coach,